I think also, we see this every summer. I was just looking at past episodes, and it seems every summer we talk about kind of the slowdown, the lull at the beginning of summer, and then as people kind of get back from the cottage and kind of get settled again, August, July, July, August start to pick up again. I was talking about this actually this weekend with a friend of mine about home ownership being a type of investment as well, and looking at we were talking about having a mortgage and the difference between people that want to pay off their mortgage rapidly to be mortgage free, and then other people that want to just basically use it as kind of like a smart debt slash investment. And I was just saying, like, for myself, and I know you have a similar mindset, Dave, where I try not to get too ever too married to a single property. Try to take the emotion out of it. As much as it is a home, it also is an investment facility as well, right? And especially in Ottawa, when you're seeing gains of anywhere from 3 to 15% a year, having that let's say a 23-year mortgage. Like, in my head, I'm never thinking, oh, in 23 years I'm going to be mortgage free. It's more so in 10 years. The appreciation, let's say, the home values in price and my mortgage is down. Well, now I actually have all this equity built up where maybe I can buy something cash, or I can, I can buy something where I am going to be mortgage free, right? I'm not seeing it as kind of like a 25-year plan or 23-year plan. So I just, I don't know. I was just talking about interest rates. And I just feel like so long as the homes are appreciating higher than what the rates are at, which has been happening for many years, right? We're seeing interest rates at 2% and homes appreciating by 3 to 5%. It's a good debt to have, essentially. Like, you're making money by just owning that home, obviously. But people talk about this downshift and what's going to happen. Oh, the market's going to crash. I'd call it more. It's more of a correction than a crash, right? That we're seeing right now. Homes aren't going down 50%. Everything is kind of stabilizing, and I think it's really important to think of it. You want to think of it long term, but also think of it as a form of investment. All that money that you're putting aside every month is not going to the abyss. It's going essentially into your own pocket down the road, with interest, right? With appreciation.
Yeah. And we've talked about it as well. And people can just look up and Google house price indexes in Ottawa. And you'll get a historical trend of what price gains have been. And no matter what the interest rates have done, and you can go back, 50, 60 years, and you'll see that we have double-digit gains in Ottawa, constant gains, regardless of where the interest rates were. And you can talk to, whomever may be, back in the, I just pulled up the chart just now, as I said that. People say that in the 60s, their rates were 20%. Well, I'm looking at it right now. In 68 and 69, home price in Ottawa grew 19.8%, 374. 10, 25, 21%. You're getting these gains, 83 and 84, 21 and 18%. So regardless of where, you hear horror story, you hear from your parents like, oh, well, when I had a mortgage, it was, 12%, 20%. The first, I think it was, forget who it was last week, saying that their first mortgage they had was basically a Visa rate. It was 19.5%. And and you kind of think of that like, oh, well, it was, lower home prices, sure. But also incomes were substantially lower and there was still double-digit gains. I think right now we're seeing the market just kind of slow down. It's not, like you said, there's not going to be a big plummet or anything like that. There's still demand. We still have people have qualified to be able to pay for that mortgage at the rates of what they're paying now and even higher rates. It's just right now, fear. Everything on the news is kind of, again, fear mongering a bit. And, but really as the market, right now you get a lull in the beginning of summer, regardless. That's just prototypical of the market. And then it picks back up. I think people are just going to adjust to what the new interest rates are. And again, just buy it what their budget can allow them to.
Yeah, and I think right now with the current market, I think it's a massive buying opportunity. We've had so many people that have been, waiting for the market to correct itself, or waiting on the sidelines to maybe get into the market. Well, like, now is really actually an amazing time. Like, maybe if you're selling your place, you're going to get slightly less, but you're also going to be getting that next home for slightly less, right? So it's all going to balance out. Like, in the future, rates might come down and your home value might go up. So maybe you have a bit more to sell your place for, but then you're going to be paying maybe an extra 150 grand for that home that you do want. So there are a lot of opportunities out there right now. There's a lot of homes on the market. There's a lot of people that have to sell, right? So there is a lot of really good opportunities out there. It's like anything, like the market itself, the home real estate market is like any other, index or I was just going to say like a universal market, whether it be gold or the S&P 500 or whatever it is. Like it's going to be cyclical. It's going to go up and down. This is a down, and this is a time to buy, right? This is like a very good opportunity if you're looking to it as an investment. Now is a very good time where there's a lot of opportunities out there where you can get essentially something that in 5 years is going to appreciate, 10 years is going to appreciate, and you're getting it at a discounted price. Like we're not gonna see home prices. We're not gonna see $1 million home today be worth 500,000 in 5 years from now.
No.
I just see that as being absolutely impossible. So that $1 million home that's on sale for $899 right now is going to be back in $1 million in a year or two. So there are a lot of good opportunities right now.
I think people that were waiting on the sidelines to get on the market to buy, waiting for more inventory, prices to maybe come down, or bidding wars to just go like not to be happening. Really my question to those people is, what did you think was going to happen? That a rush of people would be listing their house and moving out of Ottawa, like that. Ottawa would not see any migration to the city, because I mean, really you need there's some sort of external factor you need in order for that to happen, for there to be magically more properties coming on the market, like instantly more supply, demand to go away. Mm-hmm. So right now you're seeing the external factors, interest rates going up. That's it. Those buyers are still there. They're just staying at their house. Everyone's
sitting at the gate.
They're renting longer.
They're all at the gate waiting.
They're waiting. So if you're thinking about buying, yes, is it a little bit of a hit and kind of gets in your mind a little bit of locking in an interest rate in the 4s or in the 5s on a fixed or a variable where Bank of Canada is going to be increasing prime? Does it play with your psychology a little bit on that regard when you know that interest rates were at 2% less than a year ago? Sure. However, if you don't believe that the demand has gone anywhere, if you believe that the home prices or home values in Ottawa are going to continue the gains like they've been making since this index goes back 1956. If you believe that the Ottawa housing prices are going to continue going up like they have since 56, where there's only been 4 down years, and by down, the highest down being negative 2.9%, then why not get into a property now when there isn't the competition, when you can see more properties, you can put an offer in with conditions, you can get your home inspector in, you can get your financing in order, appraisal, things like that. You can have those conditions included where you're not competing with a ton of other people. And if you're of the belief that migration in Ottawa and the city is going to continue to grow, then why not get in now? And maybe it dips 2%, your house price, or 4%. But getting in now is better than waiting for when the market picks up and now you're competing with all the others, because you're going to have those same issues or same mental restraints that you had 9 months ago are still going to be there.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because we'd really like that.